Here we go. It's me again in lumber with housing associations. Oh, as you say, in shock. Seriously? Yeah. I've been watching. I don't watch it, but it's fucking impossible to miss, isn't it? All this shit going on. The so-called riots or whatever, due to an horrendous crime in Southport. Tony really says to me the dysfunctional system that this country runs off. Multi-millionaires running the fucking, being prime minister, whatever. I mean, they don't know. Yeah, no. What I'm here about is I am living in housing association property, and I've been doing for 7 years. I'm very comfortable. Tiny, as I've said, double garage size, double garage death camp. That's what it is. But I think, as I've said in the past, and I've said it many times, when staff change, i.e. like, administration or just general staff around the area change, you get opinionated people walking into jobs that I would say you need to be. How did I just explain it to someone? There have been many issues where I live, which is a tiny complex of 16 tiny bungalows in an extremely affluent, beautiful village. Yeah, just in Western Cumbria. But that's the word I'm looking for. I've had to deal with people who are very approachable. And then in amongst that, we get the egotistical, don't we? The ones where the ego runs wild. Whether it be the job, opinion they have themselves, or just maybe the promotion they've received. They don't fit in so well, do they? I'm having a difficult day mentally. Don't deny it. So I thought I'd just pop on here. It's been months since I've been on here. But yeah. Let me put it this way, right? The complex of 15 bungalows I live in, 16 actually, has a community area. Yeah? A large community area. If you have to ask me, I'd say it's a bit old age pensioner looking, do you know what I mean? Musty smell. Fucking every seat's purple. Do you know what I'm coming from, don't you? Large. This is beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's a big area of maybe, well, I would guess at 10 metres by 10 metres square. 30, 40 seats in there, open glass, looking over the fells of Cumbria. Mind-blowing. It has that dismal look to it of somewhere you get a feeling that you're coming to the end of your life, you know what I mean? But it's been closed now for coming up to 5 months. I'll just say the incident occurred around that period, 5 months. It hasn't been closed all the time because it gets opened on a Thursday morning for coffee mornings, which only gets a couple of old ladies in there in the 90s. But a lot of people would like to use it just to pop into, and get a bit of peace and look over the fells from a fantastic view, because some of the bungalows have no view at all. And the simple fact is that I personally have been complaining recently, which, as you know, I do, or I've had reason to complain in the past. Hopefully I do it a different way these days, and I openly, admit to my faults in the past. But what I'm saying is, I've got a double garage death camp. Next door is a double garage death camp. Terraces they are, they're next door to each other. As in, I've got a wall of probably 4 inches, maybe 9 inches between me and next door, and they are carrying out a major refurbishment. Major, yeah. I don't know how much it's going to cost. Brand new kitchen, brand new bathroom. In fact, from a bathroom to a walk-in, wet room. They haven't done this before on any other accommodation here. They've been at it for 3 weeks now. There are times when my pictures feel like they're falling off the wall. That's no blame whatsoever to the builders. They've been fantastic. I make them a brew. I'm part of that game anyway. It's just that there was no warning whatsoever over this work taking place. The last conversation I had was that they wouldn't be doing anything to that unit because it would cost too much. Within a fortnight, on a Monday morning, they've been on it since, it's probably 4 weeks now, maybe longer because they have a week off and a week off there. But it has been going on for 4 or 5 weeks now, yeah. At times I dread the fact that behind that wall there is where the kitchen is, where they fit this brand new kitchen. I'm going to get it all fucking day, right? I have a bedroom through there. These 2 doors can be closed and makes no difference. In fact, the drilling sometimes, I would believe it affects the whole of the 15 bungalow complex. So me being as I am, I asked for that reason, could we reopen the community centre, which had been closed because 5 months ago it was reported that someone smelt marijuana. I believe the people who smelt it were one person who runs a complex. Well, she had the final say in what happened, but she's openly admitted to me that she has no sense of smell. A cleaner apparently said he'd smelt it in the complex. And there's been 4 or 5 others from the housing association in general. A couple of police officers have said they smelt it too. But over the last, few weeks, when I've attempted to get the place to reopen, I've spoke to police officers who, wander around the area sometimes. I've spoke to housing association officers who work for the same company. I've spoke to people who, I wouldn't say, they weren't involved in the closure of the place, but they gave evidence, basically, if you call it evidence, for the person who runs the show to close it now for 4.5 months. It's been closed 4.5 months. Yeah, I've got a fucking blitz going on next door when they start drilling. I can walk 20 yards that way and be in a community centre, basically closed off for everything. And they won't even accept that as an excuse. Know that I could get away, shall we say, in my fragile age, at my fragile age, in my heavily, I'm not 100% in many ways, physical, or I think my mental side's better than fucking physical, to be honest. But anyway, what I'm saying is, how can you totally ignore that? I hope that stopped without me stopping, yeah. Everyone I've talked to have have said and given an opinion that they thought it was excessive to close the place for as long as it has been closed. It doesn't just relate to me and the building work going on next door. It relates to guys. I live in a complex where it's almost 80 yards from one end to the next. And the laundrette and such are at the bottom end. And there's people at the top end in their 80s, 90s. And there's people up there who've had strokes and they have to walk down, carry the washing that far into the laundrette. You know what it's like. A washing machine hasn't got the same time zone as we have. When it says it's 35 minutes to go, it turns out it's got 55 minutes to go. They're coming backwards and forwards, trying to deal with the washing, trying to sort out who's going to have the next wash on, who's going to use a dryer, all the time, while not being able to walk from the laundrette 10 metres to the communal area and sit down there, read a book, do a jigsaw, look at the beautiful view while they wait for the washer to finish. Yeah, it's incredible. I don't get deeply into this kind of stuff anymore. It left me physically and mentally damaged to actually have an opinion when you're talking or questioning housing associations. They're a long fucking tail, mate. And they'll drag you down in the end, whether they bring in such as safety teams and, I forgot about it years ago. I've been here 7 years. I'm a very happy man. I love where I live. You know, many people who come don't. Many people come and leave. I'm very happy. I intend to end my days here if possible. But what I'm saying is, and what I started with is that, you know, these little Hitlers, I would call them, who are power happy and they don't consider reason. They don't consider, they're not empathetic towards the, you know. In fact, I'll put it this way, I'm 67 next month. We're dealing with here 60 to 90-year-olds, and we're being treated like children. We can't have an opinion. We want an opinion. We run the risk of being, well, I think we all know, or I know, the pressure an housing association can put upon people for trying to fight a corner. But anyway, I thought I'd just pop on for that. And nothing's happening to change it. Apart from that, I hope you're all doing all right. You know, I really do. I mean, what a fucking nation, isn't it? Shit's been going on recently. From the fucking election to the bullshit, the riots, the fucking horrendous situation in Southport. Oh man, come on, what the fuck is it about? It's not real, most of it. You know, it's created by, I'm not going to say it's created by the media, it's created by this dysfunctional fucking society that needs to go back to the land. The Industrial Revolution's fucking over, well over. Been over for fucking a century, hasn't it? I've done a lot of travelling this year, the last year. I've been all over Scotland, all over the north of Scotland, all over the fucking borders of Scotland. I don't go fucking south because the fucking traffic I can't deal with. But I've been all over the place and there's fuck all there, man. The fucking place is empty. The lakes is empty. If you go off towards Whitehaven and, you know, West Cumbria towards Millham, it's fucking poverty, abject poverty. Yeah. Never mind getting down towards Wales and you don't have to drive fucking 15 mile out of London and you're in fucking fields full of fucking sheep and fucking cattle and, you know, farmers cutting fucking grass so they can feed the fucking cattle through the fucking winter, man. The fucking nation's empty. It's just badly designed. Yeah. Every fucking builder who wants to fucking make $1 million latches onto every small village, town, or fucking city and extends the fucking services from electric, gas, whatever else you want to call it, and fucking goes in that direction, costing fuck all to put a load of 4, 5 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom fucking shitholes up. Look back at the 1950s when they built the council houses after the war had finished. They were fantastic, they were beautiful, they were fucking big, they had gardens, they gave people privacy. I've got millions of fucking attitudes about this, but the simple fact of life is that this nation is being controlled by those who live in the countryside, and they've got opinions on how people should live in hovels, in inner city deprivation, poverty, integration with all fucking races and nations together, supposedly by the people who control the fucking councils and such, who fuck off to live in the countryside themselves when they retire. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Stay good. Yeah, I'm still here. Just about. I've just been told my spine's fucked, mate. I've not been walking for long, but never mind. When I'm not walking, I'll still be drinking.